Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to today's edition of Front Row. My name is Alejandro Zambrano, Chief Market Strategist with ATFX. There's not a lot of action in the markets today. Eurodollar has barely moved despite a dovish ECB rate meeting yesterday. So let's take a look at things that actually are moving, and I'm talking about cryptos. To give you an idea, Bitcoin is right now down with about 5%, whereas Ethereum is down with about 7%, and Ripple is down with also about 7%, and Bitcoin Cash is down almost with 14%. So we're seeing some significant pullbacks across the market, and it just looks to me like people are booking profits on those gains that we witnessed over the last week or two. We're going to begin by taking a look at the price of Bitcoin. So this is Bitcoin, and the price is now at 5,041 per coin. And as you can see here, the market was stuck in this triangle, and we reached that target already on April 2nd. And then the market did try to trade upwards, but since then pulled back. I would not look to buy Bitcoin right now here. Rather, I would look for the market to trade sideways. And then if it takes out its April high, that could be a sign that we're going to resume that uptrend. But we probably need to spend some time here, maybe create some sort of a rectangle. And you'll see that more clearer and maybe something like the 4-hour over the next few days before looking to go long. If the market instead trades lower, then I think we're going out to something like 4,600, maybe 4,300 in worst case before the market starts to support Bitcoin. And the reason for that, if you look at the longer term trend of Bitcoin, is pretty much bearish. And this could just be another of those corrections we've seen in the past before the market resumes its downtrend. So I would not look to buy on any dip right now. Let it go down. Let's see what happens. And then if we can buy from the lows on some sort of a bullish pattern, then let's do that instead. As for Ethereum, the situation here is not looking good. When we talked about buying, I said a break to the upside could probably lift price higher. I said first stop loss should be down here around 142, then move that to 151.87, and I would have reduced my stop loss further here to 161.5 if I was long myself here. Why? Because we want to protect our capital. And the market is now back into the pattern, which is a sign of weakness. And I would be getting out here if I was still long. As for Ripple, this market unfortunately never really decided to trade much higher. Stop loss was down here initially. Then I would have moved it here, which we talked about actually in these market updates. And as you can see here, we traded sideways for quite some time. So I would have put my stop loss at 34.55 as the market clearly was trading sideways here. By doing so, you would have reduced your risk significantly and kept your powder dry, your money, to be able to trade the next time. Going forward here, this is clearly back into the range, and it's quite likely really that we're gonna trade sideways here for longer. As for Bitcoin Cash, we never provided you guys with an outlook here, but this looks a bit like a triangle to me. There's definitely a bullish market, but we're clearly moving down lower. And I think it's very likely that we'll see further weakness going forward just because of the overall bearish market. Much like Bitcoin, I would wait for a corrective move and maybe down here if we see some technical pattern to go long. Let's work with that. Alternatively, just work for a breakout, because I think if we take out the April 5th high, then that could be the beginning of another bull leg. For now, though, it looks like both Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum and Ripple are going to see more losses in the next few days as traders take home the profits that they have. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our videos. Thank you.